is ISI 2023 PEA question number 7. 500 consumers are distributed uniformly over the interval 0 to 1. The government can set up 2 hospitals anywhere in the interval. The hospital provide health services free of cost, but the consumers have to incur an expense of traveling. The travel cost of a consumer who travels the distance D is D. The fixed cost of setting up a hospital is 300. So that's there. Marginal cost of servicing an individual is 2. The worth of the health services to an individual is 4. The government can, of course, decide to set up no hospital. The optimal hospital location decision of a welfare maximizing government. Okay. So let's put this information on the whiteboard. Cost of individual is D. Marginal cost for the government is 2. Fixed cost for setting up each hospital is 300. Utility that each individual gets is 4. So the net utility for each individual is basically 4 minus the distance traveled, 4 minus D. Okay. Now, there are 500 individuals all located over a line between 0 to 1. Okay. They have to decide where to locate the 2 hospitals. So it's but obvious that I locate one hospital here and the other hospital here, where half of the population goes to this and the other half goes to this. So if I am able to find out, what location is this, I'll automatically be able to find out this location as well. So the distance traveled for the person from 0 to H1 can be drawn, and it will be something like this. The person located at H1 will not have to travel, so his traveling cost is 0. Similarly, the traveling cost of these individuals from H1 to half will keep going up as the distance from the hospital keeps going up. Now, obviously, I need to minimize this distance. If I have to minimize the distance, I have to basically minimize this area. Correct? This area would be representing the total cost. This area would be representing the total cost incurred by individuals to travel to H1. This is the total cost incurred by individuals to travel to H1 from half to H1. Okay. Right? Okay. Now, I need to basically minimize these 2 triangles. So if I call this as the cost, which is C, the area of this triangle is half into this I call as, say, A. Okay. So A into A plus half into this is half minus A distance, and this, the person located at this point, that's half, will have to travel to A. So again, half minus A for the height. So height into base. The height and the base is the same. Half minus A, half minus A. Here also A and A. So now I need to minimize this. I need to minimize, so I do DCDA. So 2A is equal to half. A is equal to 1 by 4. So A should be equal to 1 by 4. A should be equal to 1 by 4 in order to minimize the area of traveling. Okay. Correct. So the average distance traveled by the individual will be basically, the average distance traveled by the individual will be, total cost is, first person will have to travel entire 1 by 4. Second person will have to travel less. And the last person will be traveling nothing. The person located at 1 by 4 will have a travel cost of 0. So the average travel cost from 0 to 1 by 4 will be average travel cost is 1 by 8, because all the individuals are uniformly located. So the mean travel cost will be the midpoint. The mean travel cost of an individual is basically 1 by 8. Height of the triangle, the person located at 0 will have to travel A. The person located at half will have to travel the distance half minus A in order to reach. So this is nothing but the cost of traveling for the person located at half. That's half minus A. And the distance is half minus A again. So I got the midpoint, that is 1 by 4. Similarly, here it will be 3 by 4. Average distance traveled by an individual is 1 by 8. So the welfare of this economy is welfare that each person gets by the hospital service minus the average distance traveled multiplied by the total number of people minus 2 hospitals are established, so 300 minus the cost of servicing the 500 individuals. So this will be the total welfare of this economy. So basically 2000 minus 500 by 8, which is basically 250 by 4, that's 125 by 2 minus 1600. 800 minus 125, 675. Maximum welfare that we can get. So if the welfare is positive, right? So if the welfare is positive, I should set up the 2 hospitals, and I have already found out the locations. The locations are at 1 by 4 and 3 by 4 because I have managed to minimize the travel cost. So if I manage to minimize the travel cost and get my answer at 1 by 4 and 3 by 4, that is going to be my answer D.